Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Jackie and I have been away for a little while. Been on holiday a couple of times, including a weekend in Maastricht last weekend. Unfortunately, a few days after I came back, I went down with COVID, so that'll teach me to go away for the weekend. You might be able to hear that in my voice still. I've not been too ill. I think I'm on day 5 now, but still testing positive. What I did do before I went away was finish Meg's Journal's Junk Journal July challenge. So this is another example of a finished junk journal, which I know a lot of people are interested to see this type of video. So I will share this. And I have got some new journals to put up soon as well. So you will have seen a little bit of this. This is the prompt sheet for Junk Journal July. I've stuck it down, so I'm going to have to flick backwards and forwards. And I did do a little video down below of my process for the begin prompt, which was the first page. So you probably have seen that one before. And this one also I've shown either on here or on Instagram. So this was reinvent and this was a layered tag. I think the rest are new to you. So the next prompt was transparency. This is my transparency. I've used an old birthday card, sort of cut out the hole. Well, the hole was already there, but cut out a matching hole in my page, folded the card over it and gone from there really. So it's just a layered up. I mean, there's writing. The writing is very dull and boring. It's just we did this when and when here. I just kind of like the way it looks on a page. This little watercolour flower that I've done. So that was all that one. The next prompt was fold out. This is my fold out. So this was a page I did slightly differently using some Project Life cards, which I happen to have. This page in the middle is just a random collage page with a vellum pocket and a letter that I wanted to keep. This one is symmetry, and I took it very literally. I'm very literal when I follow, or tend to be very literal when I follow these prompts. So this is just a symmetrical leaf, and I've printed a quote out on vellum and glued that over it. The next one was bouquet. Not really a bouquet, but it's floral. Just a little bit of gesso on this page, some fussy cutting, and I've put some prose from a book I was reading at the time, just some pieces out of that I enjoyed. The next one was wallpaper. This is the wallpaper. That's the only bit of wallpaper that's in this double page spread this time. So this was part of our first holiday. Just a few images. And on the way back we called at a bookshop which I particularly wanted to go to, a second-hand bookshop called Scrivener's. So we've got another flip out. This is the bookshop, and this is photographs of Holmfirth, near where we were staying. The next one we've got is Clashing Patterns, which is this one. So they're just some painted papers. Again, I've used photographs from something we went to at the beginning of July, a local festival, and we had a great time there. In fact, my husband's band was one of the acts that was playing. This is Time Out. I've got this orange paper in this junk journal, which I didn't really like. But this is a restaurant we go to that we enjoy going to, Time Out, with family, friends and a nice G&T there. So that was time out. What was next? Fussy cutting. So there we are, fussy cut flower again. And I've put some little bits of gold on here that you can see. This is just vintage book page. I've got dyed, so I've just used coffee dye on this, just dabbed it on this page, and there's a picture of Molly and a quote. The next one is mirrored. I found this one really hard because I don't particularly like shiny things in my journal. So these were some biscuits we bought on holiday that were particularly nice. This is the packaging, and I've just torn that and used it, as you can see there. So what did we have after mirrored? I can't remember all of these. Nature. So again, this is from my holiday. A nice walk we did along a river or waterfall. That actually was the end result. But a river and a waterfall, I've written on the back of those, so you can untie that and look at those. This is a die cut, and then I found this fern page later actually. Could have used it as my background page, but it was too late, so I've just washi taped that in just to add a bit more interest really. This one is texture. I've used the negative from that die cut. I've even put some corrugated card on the back of that, so there's more texture there, crumpled paper and some dry embossing. So that's texture. One-sided. I mean, you could make it as just a one. Most of my pages are one-sided. I do sometimes do a double one, but this is one-sided. So it's just a collage with a photograph of Molly. My go-to colours tend to be these pinks and blues. This is a tag I've made, which I quite liked and wanted to keep. So those are my go-to colours. And then we've got cut out, and I've carried on with my go-to colours, the pinks and purples. I've done a little cut out there. This one I think is tucked away, so I've used a little card I've made as a tuck spot or a little corner pocket, and in there are, just take these out just so I can show you the rest of that page. There we go. So that's just some watercolours, inks that I've used on there to colour that page, and these are some old school reports, which I don't know why I'm keeping those really, but they're quite good. I was always a good girl, far too good for my own good really. The next prompt was black and white, so I've used a black and white background, but I couldn't resist adding a pop of yellow there. This one didn't turn out as well as I had it in my head. The prompt was focus, so we've kind of focusing in there. Next one is blended. I've just blended some gesso and Inktense pencils for a background and just done another cutout. This is, I can't say this, Maximalism. So I've just done a busy background for that. Couldn't really work out what to do for that one, but I thought a busy background and it sort of led nicely off this page. So that was that one. This is a photograph of a journal that I particularly loved that I made. So that was Maximalism. And then we have paint splatters. I've used a quote. Peaceful, just a peaceful place that I'd like to be. Memento. I've actually gone slightly out of order just because I couldn't work out how to do it any other way. So this one is stripped back. This one is Memento. So this is, I mean, the whole journal is a memento really. This is a letter my dad received while he was serving in India in the war. This is a photograph he took of Taj Mahal. He'd ordered a rather lovely carved box for his parents, my grandparents, as a memento of his time in India. And I now have that box and the original of the letter. So that's sort of commemorating that. Then we've got stenciling on this page, more quotes, a favourite quote here, and the last one is farewell. So I've just again found a song that my grandmother used to sing to me that I really loved. I don't know why it came to mind, but it did. And this is Geometric. Sorry, the last one, Geometric and Farewell. I haven't actually done a farewell. So Geometric are these stripes. So that's my junk journal. That's how I tend to use them. I don't always use prompts. They don't always find them the easiest thing to do, but they can be a nice challenge as well. So hopefully now I'll recover and get back to normal and see you all again soon. Thank you.